High above the city of Barcelona, nestled in the hills of El Carmel, lies a park that seems to blur the line between architecture, art, and nature. A place of playful curves, vibrant colors, and fantastical structures. This is Park Güell, one of Antoni Gaudí's most iconic masterpieces. A fusion of landscape design, urban planning, and organic architecture, Park Güell was born from a utopian vision and became a symbol of the architect's creative genius and spiritual connection to nature. At the turn of the 20th century, Barcelona was expanding rapidly. With the example grid reshaping the city, wealthier citizens looked to the hills above the urban center for fresh air, space, and exclusivity. The El Carmel Hill, located in the then independent town of Gracia, offered panoramic views and a natural, rugged landscape. An ideal setting for a visionary project that would combine urban escape with architectural imagination. In 1900, Eusebi Güell, a wealthy industrialist and patron of Gaudí, envisioned a private residential estate inspired by English garden cities, a community of 60 villas immersed in landscape greenery. He commissioned Antoni Gaudí, already renowned for his distinctive style and deep Catholic faith, to oversee the urban planning and architectural vision. Between 1900 and 1914, Gaudí and a team of artisans transformed the barren hillside into a fantastical environment, but the residential aspect failed to attract buyers. Only 2 houses were ever built, one of which Gaudí himself lived in. Despite its commercial failure, the site became a public park in 1926, and today it stands as one of Barcelona's most beloved and visited landmarks, a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1984. Gaudí approached Park Güell with the belief that nature was the supreme architect. His design philosophy was rooted in the organic, the symbolic, and the spiritual. His thought process revolved around several key principles. Integration with the landscape. Rather than alter the hill, Gaudí adapted his architecture to the contours of the terrain, carving out paths, viaducts, and platforms that followed the natural slope. Organic forms and geometry from nature. The park is filled with hyperbolic paraboloids, helicoids, catenary arches, and undulating lines, echoing natural forms like waves, tree trunks, and cave mouths. Symbolism and spirituality. Gaudí imbued the park with religious and Catalan nationalist symbolism, from the dragon at the entrance to the cross atop the Calvary Hill. Color and craft as expression. The use of trencatis, broken tile mosaic, was not only decorative but also sustainable, repurposing discarded ceramics to create vibrant, textural surfaces that glisten in the Mediterranean sun. Though never completed, Park Güell is a masterpiece in both landscape architecture and artistic expression. Its execution reflects Gaudí's ingenuity, attention to craft, and deep understanding of natural systems. The entrance staircase, dragon fountain. A grand staircase leads to the park's heart, flanked by vivid mosaic creatures. At its center lies the famous multicolored dragon, or salamander, now a symbol of Gaudí's work and Barcelona itself. Hypostyle Hall, the Hall of 100 Columns. Intended as a marketplace for the residential community, this massive forest of Doric-style columns supports the platform above and is engineered to channel rainwater into a cistern, a perfect fusion of aesthetics and functionality. The Nature Square, Plaza de la Natura, a vast open terrace encircled by the famous serpentine bench, designed with ergonomics and social interaction in mind. Covered in trenchadis, the bench forms a living sculpture that undulates like a sea wave. The viaducts and footpaths. Gaudí's network of pathways, colonnaded walkways, and viaducts weave through the landscape like roots, allowing carriages, pedestrians, and nature to coexist in harmony. The laundry room portico. This sloping passage features diagonal stone columns that evoke both tree trunks and waves, tilting like branches growing from the earth. Park Güell is more than a park. It's a living testament to Gaudí's vision of a world shaped by nature, rooted in culture, and elevated by imagination. It marks a key transition in Gaudí's work from Orientalist influence to his mature organic style. It pioneered principles of sustainable urban design long before such concepts were mainstream. It continues to inspire artists, architects, and dreamers from all corners of the globe. Gaudí once said, "Originality consists of returning to the origin." At Park Güell, we see this philosophy brought to life, a space where architecture and earth speak the same language. If this exploration of Park Güell moved you, imagine what lies behind every curve of Gaudí's architecture. Subscribe for more cinematic journeys into the world's most visionary buildings and the minds that shape them.